Good day, everyone. Welcome to the webinar about QR codes organized by QR.GL. My name's Hans Lohman. I'm the programmer of the system and I'm here with Frank Savidio. Welcome, Frank.
Thanks, Hans. How are you tonight?
Excellent, thank you. We're going to talk about a couple of things. Today we're going to talk a little bit about QR codes. What are they? The history about QR codes. We're going to look a little bit into what you can actually do with QR codes, all the tools that you need to get started with QR codes, and much, much more.
Excellent. Well, first of all, what are QR codes, Hans?
QR codes are quick response codes. They're actually around for a while. They were invented by a subsidiary of Toyota in 1994. Would you believe that? It's actually quite around a bit, hey?
Wow, what did they use it for back then?
They used it to label parts in the car manufacturing process. Every label is more or less a two-dimensional barcode, such as you can see here. And every part had one of these codes stuck up on them, and they could use high-tech scanners at that time to figure out which part is what, so that it went into the right place.
Okay.
Now, one of the nice features today is that with the upcoming smartphones, everybody can use these tools. Everybody can use QR codes. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. Can they be used on a BlackBerry also?
They can be used on all smartphones that have a camera and a little app called a QR code reader. And the good thing, all these apps are all absolutely free.
So somebody would have to download an app on a BlackBerry? Is that what you're telling us?
That's exactly what I'm telling you, yeah. And the good thing is, in most new phones, if you get an iPhone 4 of the newest BlackBerry, most likely the app is already installed there for you.
Is there one that you would recommend by any chance?
Yes, I've played around with a lot of these QR code scanners and I really like the ScanLife app. The ScanLife app reads basically all these codes.
Are these codes available everywhere?
Yes, the codes work everywhere.
When you say everywhere, is that everywhere in the world?
It's everywhere in the world.
Wow.
A QR code is in fact nothing more or nothing less than a two-dimensional barcode that contains basically anything you want it to have. It's just a bunch of text. And one of the most powerful features of a QR code is that it can have a website link in it.
Excellent.
That's where it starts to be very interesting.
Can I interrupt you there for a minute?
Sure.
What is so good about your QR code compared to all the other QR codes that are on the internet right now that's free?
One of the best options about the system here is that it's super small. One of the QR codes that you would generate with the QR code generators that are out there, let me show you this. Let's just Google QR code generator. Well, you see there's about 5 million or so hits on Google, so it's a hot topic. QRs are hot. Let's just pick the first one here, and I will show you what you can do with this. This is a QR code from a company called Kaiwa, and let's just package a website in here. Let's say we package mywebsite.com into this QR code, okay? We generate the QR code, and there you have it.
Excellent. So if that's available, what makes yours any different?
If you scan this QR code with that app that we talked about, it'll just only take you to mywebsite.com, and that's it. You also need a website, of course, to let people go to. You have no idea how many people have actually scanned your code. The only thing you can do is maybe have some analytics code or some other technical tracking tool on your website to try figure out if they came to your website through the QR code. If you have a tracking QR code, you have full statistics on them. Okay. And we'll get into that a little bit later, okay?
Thank you.
So now go to another code out there. Let's just find another one. Here, there's a Zing QR code generator. Well, here you see the same sort of options. We can package basically anything you want in the QR code. Let's get mysite.com again in here. And let's generate that thing. There you go. It's basically the same sort of code. It's relatively big. There's another one here. This is one that actually does more or less the same again.
While you're doing that, most people don't really understand QR codes. Do you have to be a techie to use a QR code?
Absolutely not. Okay, Frank, let's go through all these steps that are needed to get an actual QR code working.
Well, actually, that'll be terrific, Hans. I actually have got new cards printed with my new QR code, but I don't know how to use it. Can you actually do a demonstration for me, please?
I'm going to log into the QR.GL site first. So use my username, my password. There you go. Oh, by the way, notice that everything is HTTPS encrypted. That means that it's secure. It's more secure than a bank. So your QR login credentials are always safe.
So no one can go in there and
No one can sniff or hack it.
Sounds great.
So here is the list in my profile. Click Edit Profile, brings me here. Type email address, name. Here's the corporation name, address. Kelowna is the city. Well, you got it, yada, yada, yada. Phone number.
So that's all my information there.
And there's your website.
Excellent.
Yes, you just fill the data in the right field, and there you go. Now, we have to link this data to a couple of buttons, because what is data if people can't access it, hey? So there's 3 buttons on the little mobile website that will show up when people scan your card. The left button here, we have connected to an address map, but we can also attach it to any of these things here. An email, phone, all of that good stuff. But let's just stick with the address map. And we can just choose the color of the button by playing around with this menu here. So let's take a red button for now. The middle button is our phone. We want people to be able to phone us.
Correct.
Right? And of course we want people to be able to email us in a very simple way. And how simple it is, we'll show you right now.
Before you leave that page there, can you just go down from the bottom? And could you just do the drop down where the address, right beside the red, to the left of the red, and just do the drop down for one more. Actually, to the left. That's right.
There you
go. Do a drop there. And can you tell me what that special button means?
The special button is there for any business that wants to share a special deal, such as a coupon. Or, for instance, a website that they have where they have extra specials.
Wow, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Thank
And
you.
if they have a coupon, for instance, they can link a different button, a special deal button, to that same website. It could be, for instance, a button that shows a little dollar sign, so that people know to get a discount there.
So those 3 buttons could be used for anything that you want to choose to at any given time. And again, you can change that on the fly 24/7.
You can change that whenever you want. You just simply go to the website, log in, change your information, save the profile, and you're all good.
Excellent. Thank you.
I will show you here what this all leads to. There is going to be a little mini mobile website. Did you know that? It's all included with this code.
Wow.
When people scan your code, they will land on a little website that shows like this.
Does that show up like that on your phone also, Hans?
Absolutely. This is an example of how it shows up on your phone. And so we just created a map button, we created a phone button, we created an email button. This is what it shows like. And with logo, we can upload a logo that will appear above these buttons so that people know that it's actually your mini website here that they land on.
Wow. Can you just show us, can you just hit the map one there and let's see, will it take us to my Google map?
Here you go.
There's
is
my
that your
office.
address or what?
That's my address. That is powerful.
And you know what? On the phone, it's exactly the same thing.
I was just going to ask you that. Do you think we could share that with the audience and actually give them an experience of that?
Fantastic idea. Let's take a little video here of your QR code that you have printed on your business card. We'll switch screen now because I'm going to actually use the camera here to show this to you. So here's your business card, Frank, with the nice little QR code on there. Let's have a look how small it actually is.
Wow, it's the size of your fingernail. Actually, it looks even smaller. That's brilliant.
Blends in nicely. I have my old little BlackBerry phone here. Hope to get a new one soon, but this one works for now. I use the ScanLife app. It's a free app, and I'm going to focus on the QR code and taking a snapshot with it. There you go. Let's have a look what happens.
It's that simple.
It's that simple. It's point and shoot. And then it should say bling.
And does that mean that it's taken correctly?
It's meaning that it's taken it correctly. Yes, there you go. So it opens up a browser and look at what happens here. It brings us right to that little mini website that I showed you on the screen before.
Right.
So now there's the 3 buttons. Here's your phone button, here's your map button and your email button. Suppose that I want to phone you. I just click on this button and look, there's the phone number coming up. It's that easy.
And that's my number.
Yeah, there you go. If I want to go to your location, there's the Google Map again.
Wow. So it's that simple.
It's that simple.
They just got to hit on the hot buttons.
Exactly. And if I want to send you an email, I just click on this one and your email address is already filled out.
And now what if you click on my logo?
If I click on your logo, we actually go to your website.
Wow. That is so easy. You made it so easy for the customers and clients out there. They're going to be very impressed.
Yeah, there's no mistakes anymore.
And
they don't have to type anything. They just point and shoot.
Excellent. And actually on the phones, it's kind of hard to type on all these things. And they're actually taking away all the typing. And you can just scan a barcode and get all the information on your fingertips.
Exactly.
And point and shoot.
It's that simple.
Well, that's great. And I could tell that this product, the QR code, has really actually opened my eyes. And I could see this being used in several different applications with my business and advertising. Okay, Hans, now that we've installed the app or we've taken a picture, a snapshot of the QR code, how do I get it to my printer? Can you share that with the folks, how we could do that, get it to the printer so that they could put it on the cards and print it for you?
Absolutely, Frank. Here's the My QR link in the back of your site.
And while you're doing that, do I have to tell the printer what size I want, or how does that work? Can you give me an example?
Mm-hmm. The file that you actually give to your printer comes from the program here, and I'll show you how easy it is to download it. You can tell your printer simply what size you want your QR code printed, and it can actually range from 8 by 8 millimeter, or even actually smaller if you want to, but not all phones can read this. All the way up to a poster format, whatever. Your printer will read this file, and they can actually blow it up to whatever size you want it.
I guess for most business owners and most business cards, you would probably want them 8 millimeters by 8 millimeters. We showed that that's a very good size.
That looks beautiful in your business card.
And I just want to share that with the folks out there that size works perfect on most cards, and they won't be in your face compared to the ones that are out there that I've seen on the back of the cards that's 1 inch by 1 inch. So
or even bigger.
I want to recommend to the folks out there to go for 8 by 8 or 10 by 10 millimeters, so there's no guessing in the game. Mm-hmm. That's terrific.
Yes. One of the things that you actually need to tell your print shop is that they respect the white that sits around the code. So there's a little space of whiteness around the code, and that needs to be there. If your business card is white, it's no problem. But if you have a different color, there needs to be some white space around the QR code, because that's an integral part of the phone being able to recognize these markers here.
I also want to share one more thing. I would get the printer before they finalize your card that they test it on do a test run and actually scan the code to make sure it works.
That's a very good idea, yeah. You always get a little print sample so that you can see what the color of your business card looks like. Well, just take your phone with you, scan the QR code that's on there, make sure that everything works, and then get all your cards printed.
Well, actually, our print shop tested it. Most of the guys have their own smartphones and phones that they could do that. So this is new to a lot of print shops. So I want to recommend to everybody, when they do send their QR code to their printers, to ask them to make sure that the QR code works when you send the file.
It's always a good thing. So I just click on the QR code here, and it brings up a little window. Select Save File. Select where I want to save. In this case, it just goes to Downloads. And from there, I can actually get the file to my printer.
Awesome.
Easy. Let's find it. Go to my computer. I go to Downloads. And here's my QR code in there. You see it.
Excellent. That seems to be very user-friendly, very simple to do.
Everything is targeted towards making it easy, because it doesn't need to be difficult.
So from what I could see in my experience here, you've made this very user-friendly for folks. You don't have to be a techie whatsoever. It's point and shoot, click and paste, and send it off.
It's like the slogan says here, the easiest QR system. So for all of you out there that haven't seen the video that's on the main site yet, I think it's maybe a good idea to just quickly look at that video again. It's chock full of information on what a QR code actually is, and let's just look at it now and we'll ask you a couple of questions in the poll that you will see below the screen while the video is playing. And at the end of the video, we're going to show you the results of the poll. How about that?
That sounds great. And what's the poll all about?
The poll is going to ask questions on what people think that QR codes are going to be used for or other things. So we just want to see if we get some interaction going with the public here.
Excellent.
With the ever-growing popularity of smartphones, many businesses are turning to QR codes to connect with customers. These two-dimensional barcodes are now used widely in marketing campaigns as they can be placed on virtually anything and contain much more information than a traditional barcode ever could. QR codes, or quick response codes, are popping up in ads, marketing materials, in-store displays, product packaging, and even business cards, and when scanned by a smartphone camera, are linking potential customers to features like promotions, websites, product information, and business contact details. MainCity.net Web Solutions makes it easy to generate and manage your QR code quickly and easily with their QR.Get Linked system. By registering and becoming a member, you will create your profile and choose the information you want your customers to access. With the many choices in content and appearance, you can make changes at any time, as often as you need, without changing the barcode itself. You select the colors and the functions of the buttons individually. For example, the Map button creates a Google map from the address info in your profile. The Email button will open their email application with your email address already filled in as the recipient. And the Phone button will bring up your phone number, asking them if they would like to place the call. You can connect them to your Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and more. Once your QR code is generated, you can save it to your computer for use in your business materials. QR.Get Linked gives you a complete tracking system to see how and when your code is being scanned. Most phones can scan a QR code as small as 8 by 8 millimeters, which makes it easy to add them to any marketing material. With the use of their smartphone and a free downloadable application, anyone can scan your QR code to uncover the information you have included in your profile. The information goes straight into the smartphone without typing and appears instantly on the cell phone, making it convenient for your customers. QR codes are a powerful way to connect print and electronic content using a smartphone, and is a great way of attracting potential customers to your business.
And I just want to make sure one more time, what are some of the folks that are signing up for your QR code, Hans?
There are restaurants, they are consultants, there are vineyards that actually put it on their bottles. We have a hockey club signed up just like that.
Talking about, why would wine bottles have QR codes?
People want to see information. Blah, 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 blah.
Well,
Sorry.
No problem. I believe that they would, that wineries would want those just to attract them back to their wineries, and that's probably why they're putting QR codes.
Exactly. They put a little coupon connected to the QR code, and you can go to the winery. They basically want you to go to their winery to buy more bottles of wine, and you get a discount when you show the coupon.
Oh, excellent. So you could use it for that QR code for coupons, information, and do you see a lot of other products doing that to see what kind of traffic they're getting?
For sure. And it's a great way to drive more people to your business.
And to your products.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is that QR codes eventually can actually, for the folks that are not putting QR codes on products, can actually lose some business because...
Oh, they most definitely will, because others will.
And you're seeing this as a fad, and it's going to take off.
Oh, this thing is going to take off big time. We're just at the beginning of this.
Great. Thanks, Hans. So where do we go from here? Would you recommend people buying right now?
Oh, yeah. You click on that register link and go get your credit card.
And you know what? I am so convinced your QR code is fun. It's exciting. It's good for business owners. It's good for kids. It's good for absolutely everybody.
Everybody can use this and drive more traffic to whatever they want drive traffic to.
So you would tell people to buy right now. So get your credit card, get a
your
position.
credit card out there, yeah. Get yourself into the system before you lose out on this.
And it's just going viral.
It's only $49.95 per year.
So folks, you heard it from Hans here, the developer of the QR code, and I would think it's now time to get out your wallet and pay for it and start QRing.
Click on the register link and upgrade your account, and you're good. Well, there was a lot of information about QR codes. I hope it's not all dazzling in your mind.
Actually, you made it crystal clear that the QR code, you don't have to be a techie to use it, and there's a wide range of usage for the product, and I could just see this actually going viral. So we're very, very excited, and I want to congratulate you on a fabulous product, Hans, and
Thank you.
I could see this going a long ways for everybody.
Yeah, well, I think that'll conclude our webinar. Thank you all for attending this, and I hope that you got something from this. On the main website, QR.GL, there will be a link to the next webinars that we're going to have. So keep an eye on that. And in case you missed this, there's a recording available for your convenience. So you can always look this back. And I hope you enjoyed all of this. Thank you also, Frank, for your support in this. And we'll see you next time. Thanks all. Bye-bye.